mesh. It is a branch of a circuit which cannot be further divided. Okay, a loop is in the divided form, but mesh is cannot be divided in the electrical circuit. So mesh is a branch of circuit which cannot be divided, is called as a mesh. Okay, so then junction. A junction, it is a point where three or more active or passive elements will meet. Okay, a point where three or more active or passive elements will meet is called as junction. So these are the terminologies we have to know in the electrical circuit. I will simply show how they are plotted in the circuit. Assume an electrical circuit here. Okay. So this is a active element, that is EMF. It is also called as voltage source. So it is denoted by letter E, capital E. E means EMF, electromotive force. It is also called as voltage source. Then this is resistor, R1. Okay. So then this is also a resistor. So it is, I named it as R2. This is also a resistor. I named it as R3. Resistor is a passive element. Okay. So which opposes the flow of current. Right. So then this is the current source. It is denoted by I. This is the current source denoted by I. Okay. So voltage or EMF is measured in terms of volts. Then current is measured in the terms of amperes. Okay. Here it is measured in the terms of volts. Here I have some points. I will denote it as A, B, C and D. So what are these? A, B, C and D. These are all nodes. Okay. So what are these? A, B, C and D are nodes. Then I have two loops here. Okay. So first loop is I1, current is flowing. In second loop, I2 is flowing. So which is in the clockwise direction. This is called as loop. Okay. Then combining both these, we call it as mesh. It cannot be divided. That's why it is called as a mesh. Okay. So loop is separated with the help of resistor, but mesh cannot be separated. Then, so this is point B. Point B is called also as a junction. We call it as a junction because the R1, R2 and R3 will meet that point. We call it as a junction. Okay. So this is all about the network terminologies. So further we will discuss in the next classes. Thank you. So in basic electrical and electronics, what is the use of Cramer's rule? So if you have linear equations, so we can use with the help of linear algebra and with the help of Cramer's rule, we are converting in the determinant form with the help of square matrix. So I am taking one example. So consider one linear equation. So this is the equation 1. Then I will take another linear equation, a2x plus b2y equal to c2. So with the help of Cramer's rule, we can find out the unknown values. Here unknown values are x and y. So what are the unknown values here? X and y. Then a1, b1, a2, b2, these are the coefficients of the linear equation. Then c1 and c2 are the constants. a1, b1, a2, then b2 are coefficients. X and y are unknown values. So our job is to find out the unknown values. So first what I will do, with the help of matrix form, I will represent these linear equations. a1, a2, then b1, b2, then so this is multiplied by unknown values that are x and y is equal to c1 and c2. So this is in the form of matrix form, that is square matrix. I will convert in the form of determinants. So what I will do, a1, a2, then b1, b2. Okay, so this matrix is converted into determinant form. So that is, I have to like this. Okay, so that is A1, B2, then minus with the this one A2 and B1. Okay, so then in Cramer's rule what I will do, so whatever the result I will get, then I will replace the constant value that is in the form of vector with the first column of the determinant, that is C1, C2, then B1, B2, so which is divided by data. Okay, so this is the value of unknown value x. Then how I will find out the value of y? So what I will do? So replace the second column of the determinant. So y equal to A1, A2, then C1, C2, then divided by delta. Okay, so this is way to find out the unknown values with the help of Cramer's rule. So not only for two linear equations, we can apply the Cramer's rule for more than two linear equations also. So in the next class, I will discuss how to solve if more than two equations are there and how to find out the unknown values. Thank you for listening the class.